Greetings children. This video lesson is for class 12 Cbse students. Your coming examination in November-December 2021. You should write certain questions related with the writing section. And this is one of the difficult sections that you have to attend. In this video, we will discuss two types of questions. One is a notice and another is an article. What are the things the questions can include from notice and article writing? That is what we are going to learn from this. And you can also learn some vocabularies related with the writings of notice and article. So I request you to watch this video till the end. Let's get started. Answer any 4 out of the 5 questions given with reference to the context below. As a secretary of the Sanskrit Residents Welfare Association, write a notice to inform the residents that water supply will be suspended for 8 hours on 26th of September for the cleaning of the water tank. This is the instruction to write a notice. Now let us check the questions. Question number 90. In such a notice, it is necessary to cover details such as what are the details necessary for such type of questions. For this type of questions, we have to analyze each and every options given here. Let us check the first option. The main reason for putting up the notice. Yes, the main reason for putting up the notice should be included in it. The venue where the event will be held. Is it any event is going to happen there? When you conduct some event, then you can give the venue. If you conduct some competitions or some speech, then or if you are conducting a meeting, then you have to give the venue. So in this notice, you are giving a piece of information, no need of venue. Views of the writer. Notice is not supposed to express the views of the writer. In a notice, what we do is we give a piece of information, that is notice. So view of the writer is not necessary. Relevant specifics. Yes. What are the relevant points? The specific relevant points should be included there. Salutation. No salutation is needed for a notice. Like sir, dear friends, like that. No salutation is needed. Salutation we use only in letter writing. Name of issuing authority. Yes, who is giving the notice, who wrote the notice, the issuing authority's name should be mentioned in the notice. So 3 ticks we come across, 1, 4 and 6. 1, 4 and 6. So D is the correct option for the first question. Let's move on to the second question of this same instruction. Question number 20. Select the option that gives the correct sequence for the given notice. Second question is related with the find out the sequence. Sequence means the order of things in the notice. Look at that. Water supply suspended. Notice. If notice is there, we have to write it. Notice. All the residents are advised to store water for a day. This will come only after what the instruction that we are supposed to give them. 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on the 26th of September for the cleaning of the water tank. Yes, this idea will come, but we have to find out the sequence. This is to inform all the residents. Yes, this is the way we begin a notice. So first we have to write this one, the title notice, then water supply suspended. Second, we can write this one, that is the title. Then third, it is informing all the residents, and then time 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on 26th September for cleaning of water tank. That should be the fourth sequence, and all the residents are advised to store water for a day. This will be the end. So look at the order. 1 is 2 and 2 is 1 and 3 is 5 and 4 is 4 itself and 5 is 3. 5 is 3. So B is the right sequence of things, and if the name of the society is given, it should come at the beginning. Don't forget it. First we have to write the issuing authority, the institute. Then we have to write the word notice in capital letter. Then we write the title. So this is the sequence that we have to follow when we write a notice. Don't forget the sequence. Come to the next question. Question number 21. Choose the most appropriate point that gives a suitable conclusion to the given notice. So now you have to find out a suitable conclusion for this notice. Look at the conclusions. For further details, contact the undersigned. This is a common conclusion of any notice. But is this suitable for the particular notice question given here? We have to think. That we can decide only after checking the rest of the options. Look at that. Whosoever has an issue can call me. We never say such a sentence in the notice. In case of a problem, call the president. Is the right way to end a notice. The inconvenience caused is deeply regretted. Yes, this can be used as the concluding sentence of this notice. The inconvenience caused is deeply regretted, because there is no need to contact with the undersigned, because we have to contact the undersigned when we have to register our names or programs like that we conduct. We use this conclusion. For further details, contact the undersigned. Here it is a set program. No further details that people need to know. All the information is given here. Now let us move on to the next question. Question number 22. The signing of authority in this notice would be signing off. That is an essential part of a notice. Who gave the notice? That signing. President, a state officer, secretary, vice president. So secretary, look at the question here. As secretary of Sanskriti Residents Welfare Association, SRWA. So signing off should be with the secretary. That information you can search in the question itself. So here the secretary is supposed to be the signing of authority. Now question number 23. Select the appropriate format in which date is to be written for this notice. How to write the date of a notice? September 24, 2021, 24/9/21, 24/9/21, 24 September 21. One thing that you have to remember always is when you write the date, begin with your month. September, no comma is necessary here. September 24, then give a comma and year 2021. This can be considered as the suitable way of writing the date. Either you can write 24 September 2021 or September 24 2021. Why we have to write the month in words? It is to avoid the confusion with the American way of writing dates and the Indian way or the British way of writing dates. In American English, they first write the name of month. The American way of presenting the date is first they write the name of month, then they write the date, then year 2021. Look at this. This is the month, this is the day, this is the year. Month, day and year. But we use day, month, year. To avoid this confusion, we have to write 12th July, 2021. As this format is not given here, we can accept this as the right choice. September 24, 2021. Name of the month and day and year. This is the right way to put the date. Come to the next question. Answer any 6 of the 7 questions given with reference to the context below. Ragging has raised its ugly head again. A recent incident at a prestigious school has shown that this evil has not yet come to an end. As Sherlock Tandon, you have to write an article highlighting the reasons for this and action to be taken by schools. So you are asked to write an article on ragging in schools. So look at the questions. Sherlock will make sure that his article does not have the following. Doesn't have the following. So don't forget the note there. First person account. No. Cause and effect relationship. Yes. Steps taken to improve the situation. Yes. Personal interpretations. Can you give a personal interpretation? Does not have this first person account and personal interpretation. So 2 and 3 are the answers. So B is the right option. 2 and 3 are the right options. So B is the correct answer. Look at the next question. Question number 25. Choose the best opening sentence for Sherlock's article. So you are asked to find out the opening sentence for this article. Look at the answers. The British used it to rag their juniors to teach a social hierarchy to them in early career. The British used it to rag their juniors to teach social hierarchy to them in early career. Can we use this as the opening sentence of this article? Let us check the other options. Ragging is a social evil which has spread to the educational institutions. Yes, this is an explanation of the topic ragging and ragging related with the educational institutions. Now let us check the other options. Strict action should be taken against students indulging in ragging. This is not an opening sentence because strict action should be taken against students indulging in ragging. That we use only at the end of this article to give strong suggestions. Look at the last one. Ragging is to be eradicated with a heavy hand so that lives of innocent students can be saved. Is it a good sentence to begin an article against ragging? No. This sentence we can use towards the end of this article. So, out of these 4 options, ragging is a social evil which has spread to the educational institutions. can be the beginning of this article, because the rule says that we can begin an article with a general sentence or paraphrasing of the question. So here we can see a paraphrasing of the question. Ragging is a social evil which has spread to the educational institutions. So that is what we are asked to write. The first one, that is not we can consider as an opening sentence here, because here the opening sentence is the paraphrasing of the question is given already. So we can't choose this also. So the right option is B. Ragging is a social evil which has spread to the educational institutions. Now come to the next question. Question number 26. What advice would you give it to Shlok in order to make his article look synchronized? So what advice you can give it to the writer to make his article synchronized? First, let us check what does it mean. Synchronize. Look at the word synchronize. Synchronize means agree with something else. Agree with something else. Synchronization. Their version failed to synchronize with the police view. So some connections, that is synchronize. Agree with something else. Look at the synonyms. Coincide, happen or occur together, happen or occur simultaneously, happen or occur at the same time, simultaneous, be concurrent or coexist, and its antonym is clash. So synchronize means a concise, an agreement between ideas or among ideas. That is what is meant by synchronized. So to make the article synchronize, to get a concise, an agreement of ideas, what suggestions we can give? Stick to your opinion and keep repeating. Is it a good advice to synchronize his article, to stick to his opinion and keep repeating? We are never allowed to repeat ideas in an article, because article is only a short writing, and within that short writing you need not repeat your ideas again and again and again. Next, present strong arguments for your ideas, supporting them with evidence. Yes, that is very essential. You can present a strong argument of your ideas, and that argument should be supported with evidence. That is a good way of writing an article. Look at the next one. Introduce a new idea at the beginning of each paragraph to strengthen your ideas. That is also a very healthy suggestion. Each paragraph should begin with a new idea. That is a good suggestion. So this and this can be selected. Look at the last one. Do not give viable suggestions in the article. Don't give. Here says don't give viable suggestions. Actually, viable suggestions are very essential for such an article. But the last option says that don't give any viable suggestions. Now let us check the word viable. Look at the word viable. Able to work as intended or able to succeed. That is viable. Able to work as intended or able to succeed. Viable suggestions. The suggestions that are able to succeed this problem. Whether we have to give or not, yes, we have to provide such viable suggestions. Look at the word. In order to make the company viable, viable here means to be succeed. It will unfortunately be necessary to reduce staffing levels. So here we get the word viable. to make it possible, to make it successful, that is viable. Look at another word, another sentence. I am afraid your plan is not commercially, economically, financially, politically viable. I am afraid your plan is commercially, economically, financially, politically viable, not succeedable. So, I am afraid. I am afraid here means I am sorry your plan is not commercially viable, not practicable. Let us check some synonyms of viable. Achievable, attainable, doable, feasible. So your plan is not feasible, your plan is not achievable, your plan is not doable. These are the synonyms of viable. Don't forget to learn this word viable. So the answer is 2 and 3. 2 and 3. B is the right option. Look at the next question. Question number 27. Choose the option that helps Sherlock with an interesting flow of relevant ideas for his article. Interesting flow of relevant ideas. Flow of relevant ideas is called cohesion, or it can be called as coherence. Cohesion or coherence. Let us check what is this cohesion. A little difference between these two, cohesion and coherence. Let us check it. Look at the word cohesion. Cohesion refers to how parts of a text are connected together. The flow of sentences, whether one sentence is related with the other or they are standing independently without any connection. When you write an article, cohesion should be there. Connection with your first sentence in a paragraph. The second and other sentences should be an explanation of your statement at the beginning of the paragraph. That should be very important. So cohesion should be there. How can we give cohesion? Transition signals. Look at that. Transition signals, also called cohesive devices or linking words. When we use linking words or transitional signals, we can find certain cohesion in an article, or words or phrases which show the relationship between ideas. For example, the transition signals like, for example, in contrast, first, as a result. All these signals or linking words we use to give our ideas in a cohesive manner. Then what is the coherence? Coherence means the quality of being logical and consistent. Your ideas, your paragraph should be logical and consistent. Not in a rambling manner you should write. For an example, it should be logical and consistent. Look at the synonyms of coherence. Consistency, logicality, good sense, soundness of ideas, organization of ideas. That is the essence of coherence. And orderliness, unity or clarity of thought should be there in your article. Then articulacy, using the correct words, lexical articulacy should be there. And intelligibility. When one read your article, they should understand it very clearly. Intelligibility should be there. Then comprehensibility, understandability. So these are the synonyms for coherence. So let us go back to the question. So flow of relevant ideas. Look at here. A practice from the British era. Fatalities, misuse of authority, original aim, respect for hierarchy, strict punishment to defaulters. Here we can see that a practice from the British era. Yes, we can start from this one. But immediately after that, fatalities. Fatalities means death due to this practice of ragging, misuse of authority. So here we can see a mismatch between the given ideas. No connection, no coherence, no cohesion we can see here. So A is not the option. Let us check the next option. A practice from the British era. Yes. Original aim, respect for hierarchy. Yes. Why the British era people started this ragging? It is the original aim of such ragging is to respect for hierarchy. Hierarchy means first, second, third, fourth, certain positions like that. Our police department has such hierarchical order from IG to different hierarchical positions and coming at the end with the constables. That hierarchical order, to create such hierarchical, to respect such hierarchical order, they started ragging in the British era. Actually, it is misuse of authority. And the final result is so many fatalities, so many killings, deaths happened. Strict punishment to defaulters. Actually, strict punishment should be given to defaulters. It may be a paragraph. And that paragraph should be like this in a cohesive order. It can be. Let us check the other options. Fatalities. How can we start a paragraph with fatalities at the beginning itself? Practice from the British era, then misuse of authority, original aim, respect hierarchical order, strict punishment. Yes, this can be kept there only. So C is not the right option. Look at the last option, fatalities. Again here begins with the fatalities. A practice from the British, strict punishment to defaulters. Then original aim, respect for hierarchy. What is the original aim? The original aim, the practice of. So after this we have to come this idea. Then misuse of authority is really this ragging. So this is also not suitable one. So the only one left is option number B. That is the right option. A practice from the British era, original aim, respect for hierarchy, then misuse of hierarchy. What happened was fatalities and strict punishment to defaulters. This order can be adopted for this coherence of ideas in the article. Come to the next question. Question number 28. Read a sentence from Schlock's article, draft, and help him complete it by selecting the most appropriate option. So here, such practices need to be dashed from the educational system because they, let us check the options, removed. Yes, it can be. Such practices need to be removed from the educational system. But look at the second one, exterminated. Such practices need to be exterminated. Do you know what is the meaning of the word exterminate? Exterminate means to extinct, to kill, to wipe out. Look at the word exterminate. Destroy completely. Especially to kill or put to death, do away with, put an end to, finish off, take the life of, end the life of, get rid of, dispatch, slaughter. Slaughter means kill, butcher, kill, massacre, killing a mass of people, then wipe out. So exterminate is a word that we use to wipe out humans or something like that from the face of the earth. We use exterminate. So exterminate can't be used in this context. Next, destroyed. Such practices need to be destroyed. Is it a destruction? We destroy something that has a definite structure. We destroy. So it is also inappropriate in a way. The thing that we have to remember is we don't force a word to fit there. Then eradicated. Yes, it can be used. Such practice needed to be eradicated. Eradicated means to abolish from the educational system because they dash the process of growth and learning, the institutions which are centers of wholesome development. Because they abstain. Abstain means to restrain oneself from doing or enjoying something. That is abstain. Example, refrain from drinking alcohol. Abstain from or refrain from drinking alcohol. Then second use is refrain from going to a place or performing a duty. That is abstain. For example, those having fever or cold should abstain. Should abstain from attending the office. That is the meaning of abstain. So abstain is a word that we can't use or we can't select for this gap. Look at the second word, retard. Retard we can choose, but its pair word is not a suitable one here. Then delay, its pair we can't choose. Then impede. What does impede mean? Let us check. The word retard means delay or hold back in terms of progress or development. So retard can be used. Hold back in terms of progress or development. Our progress was retarded by unforeseen difficulties. Our progress was retarded, which means that our progress was held back. So retard can be used, but its pair word is not suitable for that gap. So let us check the meaning of the word impede. Impede means delay or prevent someone or something by obstructing them, a hinder. That is impede. Actually, to prevent or obstructing something or somebody. So, eradicate and impede are the right words we can choose for this question. Such practices need to be eradicated from the educational system because they impede the process of growth, that hinder, that block, that hinder or block the process of growth and learning at the institutions which are centers of wholesome development. So ragging is such a hindrance for the progress of the children. So D is the right option here. So eradicated and impede. Option number D is the correct one. Come to the next question. Question number 29. Shlok wants to give probable suggestions in his article. Suggestions you have to find out. Choose the option that gives some best solutions. Sensitize students, yes. Create awareness, yes. Single gender schools. Can you suggest for a single gender school at this time of the human evolution? Trained counselors, it can be. So one we can't give us a suggestion. Create awareness, yes. Curtail interaction. We have to curtail it, no. Trained counselors, it can be. Proactive administration, it can also be. So third option, sensitize students, yes. Create awareness, yes. Trained counselors, yes. Proactive administration, yes. This can be the right option. Create awareness, yes. Single gender schools, no. Curtail interactions, no. Trained counselors. So all the 4 suggestions are suggestible is the third one. So option C is the right option here. Look at the next question. Which quote or quotes should Sherlock use to summarize the central idea of this article? So which quote? Do not be a bystander. If you see something, say something. Yes, this quote can be used, but nothing related with a ragging is there. Do not be a bystander. If you see something, say something. Ragging is a crime. Reward is jail. Yes, this is the right option we can choose. Ragging is a crime. Reward is jail. The reward of ragging is you have to go to jail. Look at the next one. Ragging at its most harmless is embarrassing and silly, but at its worst, it attempts to prevent individual students from independent thinking, attempts, in fact, to eradicate free will. Yes, that is also related with the ragging, but not the central theme of ragging. College without ragging, eating biryani without chili sauce. Can we choose this as a quote against ragging? No way. So the right options we can choose. Only option number 1, no. Option 2 only, maybe. Option 1 and 3. Let us check 1 and 3. Don't be a bystander. If you see something, say something. Ragging at its most harmless is embarrassing and silly, but at its worst, it attempts to prevent individual students from independent thinking, attempts in fact to eradicate free will. So this can't be chosen because do not be a bystander. If you see something, say something. This situation can be related with not only ragging, because in most of the situations ragging can't be seen by others. So this can be the option. Option 2 and 4. 2 and 4. No possibility. 2 alone is the right option. Option 2 is the right one. And that's for today. For more such interested CBSE related materials, subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Don't forget to share this video with your friends. Thank you for watching till the very end.